Bernadette Despujols. I am an artist from Venezuela, and I'm currently based in Miami. The show The Brighter the Light comes from the Jungian statement of the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. And the idea came from back when I was studying architecture in Venezuela. I went to this class with architect Jesús Tenreiro, and he made this comparison between this Jungian statement and the light in Venezuela, and tropical light, where the sun shines so bright that it casts very, very dark shadows. And that had to do with our political situation at the moment, where we had this society that was so happy and so joyful and so full of life, but at the same time we have this big darkness where there was so much crime and political instability. So we talk about having this duality in the tropics or in Venezuela, that was a country that was so amazing and so happy, but at the same time so cruel and dark. Máscaras de la Selva is inspired by the migrants of Venezuela that make their way to the US, and they have this path where they have to cross the Darien Gap, which is a big jungle between Colombia and Panama. Well, for this series, I had images sent by journalist photographer Federico Rios, who's from Colombia, and Bram Ebus, also based in Colombia, and they both have been reporting and taking photos of the people crossing. So they sent me a few images for inspiration, and I wanted to highlight the families that are having this experience in the jungle. Right now in the US, many of the immigrants have been vilified, but at the same time talking about family values. And for this particular painting, Máscaras de la Selva, there is a father with his kid on the shoulder, and he literally had a tattoo that said familia. So what more family values than risking everything for your children to give them a better future? I also wanted to highlight this connection between human and nature, because the environment is this gorgeous jungle, and then it's this humanity crossing it. So I wanted to highlight this duality. And in these paintings, the jungle comes alive. Some of the leaves have faces, and that's why it's called Máscaras de la Selva, as in the jungle taking some sort of protagonist character in the painting. And I thought about also this part in Alice in Wonderland, where the flowers start to attack her, and just this moment where like real beauty becomes evil in a way. I have been painting my sister for a really long time. We are really close in age, so she's like a mirror of myself. She's a single mother of 3 girls, and they are constantly in my paintings. They love to pose for me, and they are really important for my practice. So in this painting, my sister is with her oldest daughter, Vera, and there is some sort of a sad moment happening. And yeah, I wanted to express this notion of misplacement and being an immigrant, and how you constantly live with this nostalgia or this idea or what could have been. And they are sitting in this sofa in a patio, and I like to play with the context of the pavement or where they are in which environment. I like to create this confusing perspective where you don't really know where you're sitting. The floor changes, there is a window. So it has to do with this condition of nor here nor there, like you don't necessarily know where you are standing. And that has to do with displacement and migration and diaspora.